Hey, good morning. Good morning, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Tara. I came to do a morning read. I have company this morning, so I had to do it from my room. Awkward, but I had to do it. So I hope everyone is having a good morning. Say hey, baby.
Hi.
It's my daughter. Hi. I'm messy sometimes. Good morning, you guys. What do we have for the morning read? I see striving. I see contentment. I see health. And true love. Striving, contentment, health, and true love. So that's what we're starting our morning out with. Love, as usual. As usual. So, I hope everyone's day is going to be a blessed day. Yesterday, I did a couple of readings. I said I was going to bring one after work. Well, after work, I ended up going to hang out with my kiddos. But I did do a reading from there. My daughter-in-law had some cards, and I never used them. And I found it so ironic, but not. So I've been advised in subtle ways to use a different deck. And maybe I'll get different energy. Well, I did. I used a different deck, and I got the same energies. I always say your energy is just what it is. So in that reading yesterday, I got the Empress, the Emperor, the same cards that I've been getting out of these and any other ones that I do. So that's what the energy is. And that's what people are going through. As awkward as it may seem, it is true. So let's see what we have from the tarot deck. I can't really get turned up like I want to. Yeah, there it goes. Got negativity here, starting out the morning. I have company, so I can't really be. My grandbaby is here too. Negativity. And it falls under striving. Time and space. Under contentment. What do we have for negativity, and why is it here for time and space? Well, look who flipped over in the deck. The Emperor in reverse falls under the health card. The Emperor in reverse falls under someone's health is not so good. Why? The Star falls under true love. Striving, negativity, contentment with time and space. The Emperor falls under the health card in reverse, and true love. That's my card that I always consider the fourth card is what you should be doing or focusing on. True love. A star falls under that. True love. Somebody's not focusing on what should be. Maybe that's why someone's health is in reverse. It could be anxiety, it could be nerves, it could be anything, but it's negativity for sure. Yeah, someone's dullness. Someone is in dullness and negativity, and they're striving. What do we have for contentment in time and space? What's contentment here with time and space? The Lovers. These two are usually content. Usually. But there's time and space here. And someone is dull. right now without them. Maybe it's this Emperor. Let's see. Falls under health. Why do we have dullness with the Lovers? Well, it hit the floor. And it's upright. And it's a filler. This Emperor in reverse is gone. Got some emotions and feelings going on. But they're in reverse because it's negative. This is someone that don't know how to express themselves. And by you not knowing how to express yourself, no matter who it is, when you hold things in, that becomes stress. And it does cause health issues. We have narrowness here in reverse under true love and the Star. So with me seeing narrowness in reverse under the Star and true love, this is something that they need to focus on, is not being narrow-minded. Your true love is here. Your true love is here. They're nurturing. That falls under dullness. Nurturing. And they're synergizing. That falls under contentment and the Lovers in time and space. Someone has got to go through some things. I'm surprised I don't see the Tower. Someone is going through it, literally. Somebody didn't heed the call. Their fortune is in reverse. That falls under the health card, the Emperor, filler, fortune in reverse. Yeah, because they're narrow-minded. And the negativity. And someone is in hangman mode behind a true love, a Star. Narrowness in reverse. But they're in hangman mode. But anger is in reverse. Falls under nurturing. Synthesis is here. Under synergy. Oh, wow. And Lovers. Love. Synthesis and love. Good morning. Love falls under the Emperor, the filler, fortune in reverse, and health. That's why this person's health is, that's why the health card is here. Somebody's heartbroken. That's what it is. Creativity is in reverse. Under true love, the Star, narrowness in reverse, and the hangman. Creativity falls under, in reverse, falls under the hangman. They're not creative right now. They're blocked. Someone is in love. They are. Someone is in love. They're blocked. They don't know how to talk. Have Devil's play in reverse. It falls under anger in reverse. They want to be nurturing. They understand that's what it's going to take for them to be content and to have this Lover and synergy and synthesis. But right now, their health is at stake. Oh, their health is at stake because they need to bring balance. That falls under synthesis. And look who falls under the Emperor in reverse with love. The Empress. There she goes. She's upright. He's in reverse. He's in his feelings too. Devil's play is in reverse, but she knows someone was in Devil's play. She knows someone had to bring balance and synthesis too. She knows. Someone's heartbroken. They surely are. Logic. Someone is heartbroken. Someone didn't do the right thing. They didn't harvest. They didn't nurture. The moon in reverse. Someone didn't harvest. They didn't nurture her. Ecstasy. They didn't nurture her. They probably used a lot of this, but they didn't nurture her. Now someone is in hangman mode, behind their true love and their star. What else do we have? The magician in reverse. They can't make magic. Can't make magic because she knows now. She knows. They were in delusion. The magician in reverse and delusion. They were in delusion. Mind games, head games. Everything has come to light. There can be contentment. There could be contentment. There could have been contentment between these two. But with the emperor being in reverse, something went wrong. Totally wrong. Players in reverse. Yeah. But if I flip it this way, players upright. Something went totally wrong. Fulfillment. Falls under true love. Ecstasy. They've lost that. Success and fulfillment. And someone is in fear behind it. Yep. That's what's going on here. Oh, wow, and they flipped over. Fear flipped over. And harmony in reverse. Someone's heart is broken. And it started with this card. And the emperor in reverse. With a filler. Fortune in reverse. But at the bottom, these two came out upright. With success, true love, the star, fulfillment, and someone over here under fulfillment with hangman. Someone is in negativity and dullness. Someone has probably been in drama, listened to drama, unorganized mind, unorganized life. But see, that's where the Hierophant falls in. Hierophant is here. Unorganized mind, unorganized life. And someone was a seeker. So they went out to seek and they found out some things. Didn't I speak about the deer the other day and I was saying that they're sacred animals? They're warriors on this card. A wolf. Someone sought out some things. A hermit. Someone sought out some things, questioned some things, wanted to know some things, and once they sought out to seek, red flag flew up. That's what happened. Once they sought out to seek, Noah is here. Everything else came into play. Someone did something they shouldn't have done to an empress. Learner. Someone did knower and learner in here with the Hierophant. So there's definitely a higher source involved here because what's going on is so much higher than us. Brilliance. What's going on is so much higher than us. Death card is here. And by it being so much higher than us, there'll be a death put to a lot of things. Because once the seekers went to seek, they had a knowing. They're already a knower and a learner. So they sought. out for information. And here it lines up. Everything that they needed to know. Everything they were feeling. So not only did they feel, they're a seer. And they're brilliant. And that's why the trickery couldn't be done. Can't. Courage. Someone stepped out. Someone stepped outside of their comfort zone. Sorrow in reverse. I see oppression in reverse. When they stepped outside of their comfort zone to be a seeker, to find out what they were unsettled with, they're a seer. What they were unsettled with, everything was brought to their attention. That's how they know that someone is striving right now in negativity and dullness. They miss some nurturing. They need that nurturing. They're in fear. A lot of fear. There was contentment here, which would have brought time and space. For these two, with synergy and synthesis, somebody did something that threw everything out of balance. Now someone's health, and it may not necessarily be anything drastic, but someone's health. Someone is going through something. Sorrow, sadness, sorrow. It's an emperor. And he's feeling some things. And he's unfortunate right now. And there's an empress here that brought love. But someone overlooked this true love in this star, and they stayed narrow-minded and in hangman mode. Their creativity is out of whack. Ecstasy is upright, but it's in the position of being out of whack. Someone didn't use logic. They needed to be logical to be successful and have fulfillment. They didn't do that. Anything else I need to see? Someone's Ace of Cups is gone. Someone's Ace of Cups is gone. Strength card is here. What do we have? The Guardian flew on top of success. She flew on top of success and fulfillment with her. Literally. Strength. That go multiple ways. Inventor. Have strength and invent, reinvent. You've reinvented yourself. You've reinvented yourself. You have been the inventor. You have. Tower in reverse. You have been the inventor. You have had many towers, and not ashamed to say so. And you've been the fool child, and you're the fool. So after all of this, you step out again. And you're proud. So maybe this card is for you. You're strong. You show strength. You're not afraid to speak on what needs to be talked about. You bring equanimity. You bring equanimity. And there's the Chariot. The Fool and the Chariot. Somebody is moving forward. They've been through some towers. They don't have time. They don't have time. Time is money. Time is reward. Yeah. And someone will bring you an equilibrium that knows how to move forward, that knows how to communicate, that knows how to talk, that knows their true love, that knows their empress. Don't worry. Reflection. You reflected. That's how you know what you need. That's how you know what you want. You'll have a breakthrough. Yes, you will. There will be a breakthrough. There will be progress, commencement. Somebody's in confusion. A lot of it. A lot of it. You know, one thing I always say, and that's something I was going to say yesterday, and I really didn't have time. I got a few minutes right now, but yesterday when I did the video on the divine feminine, I mentioned divine feminines are just that, divine. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much at all. It's very little effort for a person that carries this crown. Very little effort. Very little effort. So that's why I mentioned the divine feminine. She doesn't chase. She never chases. In her vocabulary, chase is not a word. Because a divine feminine, one thing about being a divine feminine, we're okay with humility because we know how to love. We love so deep that we don't even consider it chasing. Because to be a divine feminine, you must know what forgiveness is. You must know how to forgive so many times over and over and over and over and over again. Not necessarily the same person, but it's in you, it's built in you, it's in your DNA. I keep splitting these cards and moving them around, and it's in your DNA. So whether it's 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, 20 times, it's part of who you are to do just that, to forgive. And learn. And let people just be people. Don't mean you stop loving them. Don't mean you stop caring for them. It may take one person one time to do something and you can boot them out, block them. Some people you don't give one time to. You may give many times to, because at that moment, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's something you need to fulfill. And you don't let anybody step in on your territory and tell you who you should be feeding or not. Your purpose is different from anyone else's. Integrity. Your purpose is different from anyone else's. I see dullness. So being a divine feminine, your tasks are different. Your duties are different. Your assignments are so different. You're supposed to do just what you're doing. You are. Because there's nobody else that can do it. There's nobody else that can do it. So when you find people that bring you their life story, that bring you everything that they've been through in your life, their testimonies, their truths, their falsehoods, whatever it may be, whatever it is, she holds a certain amount of energy. She holds a certain amount of integrity. She holds a certain amount of truth. So yeah, it's a lot of men, women that aren't going to be able to handle the task that you handle. You know when you're enough is enough. Comes abundance. Abundance. You know when you're enough is enough. Because you see the big picture. You see that what you do is not suited or booted for everyone else. That's why I say everyone cannot walk in your shoes. Release a ritual. Release them. Release those that don't understand you. Release those that can't walk in your shoe. Release those that... yeah. Boss up and release them. You see big picture thinking. You know what you're supposed to do. explore. You have a soulmate here. And you're probably going to build a home. So release this. Release them. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know what time it is. You know that you're built and designed different from anyone else, and everyone is not to carry the weight that you carry. Yeah, you understand that. So, keep doing what you're doing. And don't give up. Don't quit. Just keep doing what you're doing. Because if everybody could do it, everybody would be doing it. If you could do everybody's job, you'd be doing theirs. And I'm not built to do everybody's job. So, and everybody's not designed and built to do mine. And maybe, just maybe, if people weren't so quick to say throw in the towel, there'd be more families still together and built. Because if you don't work on something, everybody, oh, don't do this, don't do that, don't chase, don't chase. There's a difference in chasing and reciprocating, and I keep saying that. There's a balance there. There has to be a balance there. But when you're level-headed and you think logically, you know when your cutoff is. And you know what your truth is, too. So at the end of the day, everyone have a blessed day. Divine femmes, don't give up on divine masculine. Divine masculine, don't give up on your divine feminine. And when I say divine, I mean divine. My mom used to always say a long time ago, there's somebody out there for everybody. And it is. It really is. It really is. You just got to know them when you see them. So at the end of the day, everyone deserves love and to be loved. And I hope everyone finds their love and be happy. Build on what you want to build on, because if you don't build on it and work on it, it's not going to happen or appear magically. Let's just know that. Everyone have a blessed day. And may peace, prosperity, joy guide you forward. Thank you. Have a good one.